Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I want you to do is to just take a moment to pause the video and choose your deck. And we're going to go ahead and begin with deck number 1. Alright. So we have the Moon. We have the King of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. We've got the Two of Swords, the Nine of Wands, overall energy, Four of Wands, King of Cups, and Judgment. Alright, so kind of feels like maybe right now things feel pretty stable in your life. Maybe things have been going well with a water sign, or maybe things have been going well with a career. Maybe there's been a lot of peace in your household. But it does seem as if there's some sort of emotional shift on the rise. Something may happen that brings out a lot of old wounds, emotional wounds. There could be some issues in regards to somebody's mother or a mother figure, and it could kind of disturb the peace that you had going on in your life. It also seems that there are some things that maybe need to be confronted. I mean, a situation that needs to be confronted, or emotions that need to be released, rather. And that may happen. Maybe there is something that you need to say out loud, or, maybe you need to just be vocal about your emotions and, what you're feeling with somebody. And it doesn't just have to be a romantic situation, but, maybe there is something that you're needing to get off of your chest. I feel like there's also just possible anxiety in regards to a living situation. It could be that maybe somebody is worried about where they're going to live or what's going to happen to their home. Is the lease up? Will the lease get renewed? It just might be some kind of anxiety dealing with the where and the when it comes to home. Also, maybe somebody is worried about having to, or maybe you are about to invite somebody to move in, or maybe you need a roommate. It also could be that a visitor comes to the home and kind of stirs up, the stability that was going on in the home. Maybe it's somebody's annoying relative, or maybe it's a love interest that just kind of disrupts the synergy in a home. Maybe it's a spirit. Of course, for any spirits, just get to saging and clearing that energy out, or any other remedies that you are aware of that can cleanse your space. Also, watch where the location of where you do burn candles in your home, if you can help it. It's better if candles are in the direction of the southeast part of the home for burning. But yeah, sometimes where you burn candles can cause a disturbance in the home. Emotionally, or dealing with, a love interest, I feel that there's somebody who needs to overcome any type of insecurities that they're having, to get what they want. So if someone is interested in you, and they are struggling with approaching you, I feel like that's on them. They're needing to just like overcome whatever emotional baggage that they have, shyness, anxieties. I mean, it could be that maybe it's a medical condition. Some people do have social anxiety. But yeah, for the most part, I do feel like somebody is overthinking. And for whatever reason, you bring out this person's insecurities or their emotional side. Maybe normally this person's very calm or confident or sure of themselves, but when it comes to you, maybe all of that goes out of the window. And it's funny too because if you study astrology, there can be certain things that are in your chart that you just carry with you. Maybe there is something about you that brings out people's hidden emotions. Maybe you have some eighth house placements or something. And so, when people's house fall on your planets, or their planets fall into one of your houses, it can just kind of bring that out of them. So yeah, a lot of times I notice that, it's like, how come this person wasn't this way with you? They have a different type of birth chart with a different energy. Yours has just, a specific energy, and it brings out certain hidden emotions from people. So, now it also seems like something's going on where, going back to you and your personal self, maybe there's some insecurities that you're needing to overcome. It seems like maybe there's something that you're wanting to go after. It's like it's there waiting for you, some kind of opportunity. But you get into your own head, or you're getting into your own way. And then it causes some sort of blockage, or maybe you start to think that you can't do something when you can. I kind of feel that you are putting up some sort of a barrier. You might be feeling someone's energy. Maybe someone's energy is too intense for you. So you block it. Yeah, I just kind of feel like somebody has like a heavy energy, and it's like, oh, what is this? And it's like you're trying to block that energy. Now it also looks like maybe spirit, from a spiritual standpoint, spirit might be trying to reveal something to you, but I feel like you're not ready to see it, and it's like you're a little scared or you're nervous. It just seems like you're not ready to see whatever it is that spirit is trying to show to you. Maybe spirit is trying to show you something in a dream. Maybe a loved one wants to come visit you, but you're like not ready to interact with that person's spirit. So it seems like there is some sort of a blockage up. Could be dealing with a water sign or a fire sign. You also could be torn between two people, or have a fear of making the wrong decision. I do feel like you're needing to trust your intuition. Your self-doubt, I feel like, is getting in the way of you achieving things or accomplishing something. And it also seems like you keep procrastinating, talking about what happened last time, instead of being open to, a new possibility. You could be having anxiety about loss, or missing out on something. You could be having anxiety about finances. Um, so again, like I was talking about earlier, it seemed like maybe there's some sort of worry about where to live or being displaced. It just seems like there are some sort of feelings in regards to that. There's also fears of rejection that somebody is dealing with, especially if you wanted to approach someone or if somebody's trying to come and approach you. There's feelings of rejections. If you are wanting to apply for a certain type of job, or if you want to apply for anything, there's a fear of being rejected. Like, oh, I tried out for that, or I applied for that last year and I got rejected. I just feel like you have to keep, working on those fears and not allowing the past to dictate your future. Mm, Okay, so in regards to intuition, sometimes your intuition turns into paranoia. Um, it's like you're having to balance that out. So, one thing that helps is kind of like going with your first initial gut feeling as opposed to just like rethinking something over and over again. It's the doubt that causes confusion. The other times why, or other reasons why sometimes this turns into paranoia is because intuitively you do detect or sense that something is off or something is wrong, but it might not be exactly what you think. Either you or somebody around you is also working on their depression, trying to overcome it. Maybe someone is trying not to show it. They're trying to work through it or keep themselves busy. I don't know if the name Henry is significant for anybody. Relationship wise, something could be going on where it's hot and cold, it's on and off. You don't know how to approach somebody. You might feel like walking on eggshells around somebody. Now, that part can go to any situation. Maybe it's somebody that you don't know how to approach because you don't know who you're going to get or what type of mood that they're in. Seems like there's a lot of emotional ups and downs with somebody. Somebody might be wondering why you're ignoring them or avoiding them. And I feel like it's because of that. They're very moody, and you don't know if it's safe to approach them or not. This also could be someone's outlook on you. They don't know how to approach you. They're like, oh, this person, 1 minute they're happy, the next minute they're snapping or looking like they want to be left alone. So yeah, somebody is coming off as very moody. Somebody is suspicious about another woman, or like their partner messing around with another woman, or suspicious that they're attracted to another woman. There's a possibility that someone has been doing spell work on you, burning candles. I feel like either someone is trying to break up a relationship or someone is trying to attract somebody. Another thing I'm getting is someone is like just really turned on by you, your presence. Yeah, you might be torn between two people and have a fear of making a wrong decision. I also feel like there's some fear surrounding sex. I don't know. I kind of feel like two people are wanting to hook up. It may be fear of going raw. Like somebody's like, I want to go raw so bad, but I don't know if I could trust this person. Or I don't know, I don't want to get pregnant. But I do feel like there is something going on where there is some fear in regards to sex. There also could be fear, like somebody doesn't trust themselves around you, or you don't trust yourself around somebody, because I feel like somebody is just like, I'm gonna give in. Like I'm not gonna have any control around this person. And I feel like that may be why somebody is avoiding another person. It doesn't necessarily mean in this situation that they're afraid of it because they're in a relationship, although that could be one of the reasons. But I feel like this is more about, I don't know, somebody just wanting to have control over their behavior and their sexuality. But there's a fear that that's all going to go out the window when they're around this person. Either when you're around somebody or when they're around you. You guys are likely having the same thoughts anyway, like that you're both mutually thinking. You're thinking the same thing. Like, I don't trust myself around this person. I'm going to lose it. I want to go in raw. I hope they don't have anything. I hope that I don't get pregnant. It's just like all these kind of thoughts flying around. I feel like two people are also soulmates, but somebody is in denial about it. You might be in denial that somebody is your soulmate. It's like you know it, but you don't want to admit it. There could be some sort of thoughts about something being too good to be true. This only happens in dreams or movies. I feel like something is on a brink of happening that is going to be hard for you to accept because you just feel like this is not real. I'm dreaming, somebody pinched me. This isn't real. It's just too good to be true for you. I don't know what this is. It could be a potential relationship. It could be something about a dream job or financial abundance. Whatever is happening, you want somebody to pinch you because you're like, there's no way that this is happening to me. Especially with, maybe your history or a pattern of luck that you've had, bad luck or streak, and you're just like, it's just hard for you to embrace that something good could actually happen. You also could be a little paranoid because of a dream you had, and a dream doesn't have to manifest exactly as you dreamed, but there's some fear there. All right, so let's move on to deck number 2. All right, you have Strength, 9 of Cups, the Chariot, 3 of Cups, the Moon, overall energy, Ace of Coins, 7 of Swords, and Ace of Wands. All right, so, in a love situation, I feel like you might have like a secret admirer, or somebody's been keeping tabs on you, or watching you. I kind of feel like someone also has some sort of intentions on approaching you. But the way they're going about it is maybe secretive or deceptive. I feel like somebody is secretly attracted to you. You also have some sort of hidden desires. It's something that you're secretly wishing for. It's something that maybe you've been trying to manifest. Maybe you've already planted some sort of seed and now you're just kind of like waiting for a sign or just waiting to see it sprout. You're like, just like, oh, I hope this hurry up and happens. Like, I feel like you really want something to manifest. I do feel that, some sort of dream is going to come true. or like you are headed towards your hopes and wishes. And it does seem like something is attracted to you. Like it's like the law of attraction. You're attracting certain things into your life. There's a possibility that someone is hoping to come see you, or maybe that's their wish or their dream. You also might be hoping for some sort of dream vacation. There may be something significant in regards to a Leo, Cancer, or Pisces as well. Kind of feels like maybe someone is also working up the nerve or the courage to take you out. I feel like somebody wants to come and pick you up, take you out, and show you like a good time. Now, if a relationship has just started, it seems like this is still too early on. This is the getting to know you phase. I feel like maybe no one is taking it serious just yet. In fact, either you could be kind of seeing more than one person, or your love interest might be. But I feel like this is just kind of like early dating. Someone also maybe wants to start off as friends and just kind of see where things go from there. I'm seeing that somebody maybe has commitment issues. It's possible that somebody has like a lot of desires to be with you, but at the same time, if they're aware that maybe you're looking for something serious, it gives them cold feet because maybe they don't know if they're ready to commit. You too might find yourself getting very emotional about some things. And I also feel that you are establishing bonds with people, but the people that you're bonding with for some of you, it is about trauma bonding. You're bonding with someone because of the traumas that you've gone through, or you're bonding with people, who have experienced something very emotional, the same as you. This can be like making friends at an AA meeting. It could be making friends at a support group. Or even if the support group is just, on Facebook or something. And you might join some sort of group where you bond with these people. You're building some sort of strong emotional bond. I do feel like people are helping you get through something. I also feel like your spirit guides are supporting you in some way. They're giving you, this might just be, the spirit of encouragement. Like, really, truthfully, my philosophy is that any entity can kind of like step into your body and take control, depending on what you're calling in. And it can be a higher good spirit, or it can be a lower negative spirit. Or not even necessarily negative or positive, but they operate from lower shadowy nature, or a higher nature. But in this instance, I kind of feel like there could be some sort of spirit that is stepping in to give you either encouragement or inspire you creatively. Let's say you've been praying and praying, you're like, oh, please, I just want to create the best story ever. And so there's going to be this spirit that just kind of like steps in. It's just like, okay, like, and it's like they're muse for you, or maybe you want to write the best song ever. And there's this spirit that just kind of intervenes and like I'm the best spirit out there that know how to, and it's like something comes out of you and you're just like, where's this coming from? Oh, you just like create something so great. Or maybe you've been praying to be successful, or to get you from point A to point B. Help me through this, God. Maybe you're just saying, help me through this. And there's a spirit of strength that's just like, I got you. Like, you could do this. And it's kind of like they're overtaking, or, giving you that encouragement that you need. And so I kind of feel like there is some sort of spirit of encouragement that is entering you to help you get through something, or to help you be successful at something, or to overcome some sort of obstacle. Yeah. It is kind of like you're in a race. Maybe, just as an example, as a racer, you're just like running and running, and you see maybe, in your peripheral vision that somebody's catching up. You can see the finish line, and you're just like praying inside of your head, like, please just like give me that push. And it's just like something is just like boom, so I kind of feel like there is some sort of spirit that is kind of like motivating you or helping you through some sort of race that you're in. And it's funny that this is also showing a genie bottle. And I don't know if you've ever heard of a jinn. I think it's Jinn, or sometimes it's Djinn, I believe. And it is part of Islamic beliefs or traditions that something is going on in regards to a spirit. A jinn is a spirit. Now, of course, if you study Islam, or you know about the religion, you'll know that all jinns are not bad or negative. And I believe that, anybody who knows me or follows me on Instagram, I talk about stuff like that every now and then, that all demons are not evil. Like, I know everybody is quick to be like, oh, it's a demon. And even, I'm guilty of that too. But it's just like, you have to also remember that all demons are not evil. Some demons are good. I even call myself a good demon. I joke about it, but I'm like serious. Like, I don't know why I keep saying that. I know people are like, don't say that about yourself. But no, I feel like I'm literally like a spirit that is, but it's like I do believe that I'm kind and my intentions are good. But I'm not an angel. Like, not an angel at all. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I kind of feel like, there is, this spirit that is helping you cross the finish line in regards to something that you're wanting to do, or confront, some sort of fears or anxieties that you might be having. Even if somebody has like a fear of traveling or flying, I feel like something is helping you. Yeah. I feel like some of you are having a fear of being vulnerable, or showing a vulnerable side of yourself. Yeah. But, you know, I feel like you're needing to just kind of like maybe navigate through those emotions. In love, it does seem like maybe there is someone who's wanting to pursue you. I feel like this person is coming forward. I don't know if they've entered your life already, or if they're on the way. It does feel like something is speeding up. Maybe intuitively you already can kind of feel like something's getting ready to happen or somebody's about to enter your life. Now, it could definitely be a fire sign. But if not, then this person maybe just has like a fiery nature, or they have strong fire placements. It's also possible that someone feels as if they have to become another person in order to speak to you. As like, I don't know, this person has this mask. They feel like they have to wear a mask to become who they need to become. Yeah, I really feel like somebody is like having to step into an alternate personality to approach you. They're like, I can't approach him or her as myself. I just don't have the courage, or I don't know what to say. But this person, they know exactly what to do. And so somebody, when they approach you, I feel like that is a mask or some sort of facade. Not necessarily in the negative sense, although it could be. I just really feel like this person really has to become someone else to approach you. That same scenario could apply to you if there's something that you're wanting to do and you just feel like you can't do it as yourself. See, it's looking more and more like someone is sprinting towards you in a literal sense. It's like, okay, well, not literal, but like they're really like coming towards you. They feel like it's now or never, or maybe they feel like something. They just feel something within them where they have that courage, and they're like, it's now. Like, I feel I'm in a mood. I'm in a good mood. I'm in this type of mood. And I feel like somebody wants to pursue you or is determined to be with you. Something else is going on too, where maybe you are claiming something that you want. You're like claiming it or marking your territory in some way. You're like, I claim it. This is mine. This is my wish. And it does look like something is in response to your prayers. Like the universe is like, we received your prayers, and here it is. Here's the thing that you've been praying about. or here is something to let you know that your prayers are about to be answered. Maybe it's just like, something that gives you encouragement for the time being, just so that you'll know that it's on the way. I feel that your emotional needs are about to be not about to be fulfilled. In regards to somebody's car, I feel like maybe someone's car needs to be looked at, check something out. Ooh, I know it's Mercury retrograde right now. Maybe avoid that for, if you can't, only if you must, but I would just look and see when is Mercury going back direct and go ahead and have that some sort of service schedule for your vehicle. I don't feel like anything is serious, but just in case. Also, if you can help it, again, I know it depends, but try not to have your car serviced by a mechanic during this time, if you can help it. I will also try to avoid any big purchases if you can help it. Now, like I said, certain things, I mean, they just happen. Like one example, I was looking for a job during the time Mercury was retrograde. And in fact, I think several planets were retrograde. And I did get the job, but it was so much that was delayed. It was like, it was first it was on their end. Well, it was all on their end. They were like, the start date for everybody had to be set back like a week. Then when we did start, there was so many errors and glitches with the software and stuff like that. Then I had to take the training class twice because of something that was going wrong with my computer, or it might have been all of it. It might have been the whole class. Like it was almost like we were glad because it was such a difficult job. And it was just like, oh, we get to stay in training for another week, before we go on the floor, so that was like, we were happy about that actually. So it was just like so many setbacks with that retrograde. So it's not that something is impossible. It's just that, it's just going to be obstacles or setbacks or do-overs. So, but I still go back to purchasing if you can help it, because you are likely going to have to return it, or something it might not last long or something. Okay, so yeah. I feel like, and I'm saying it because it does look like somebody might be thinking about purchasing something or going under contract, which means signing some sort of lease, or some sort of an agreement for something. Yeah. In regards to some sort of legal matters, I actually feel like something might be ruled in your favor. Or maybe you have to go ask for a continuance. I feel like you are also going to be very focused this week. Like you're very, very focused on something. Um, and being very intense. I don't know what it is, but it's like you're very focused and intense about something. In a love situation, there's a strong possibility that somebody might ask you out. In regards to just some sort of playful sexual encounter, there could potentially be some sort of first time sexual encounter. I would be cautious about it because I feel like whatever's going on, you feel good about it at first, or you're psyching yourself up about something, and then you feel emotionally disappointed. Especially, let's say, for instance, you always fantasized about a threesome. You're like, oh, I always wanted to be in one, but I don't know. And then you finally get invited to one, and you're like, this is going to be fun. But then you don't like the way you feel afterwards because you're like, okay, well, they have their person, and I'm still just this third wheel that just helped them out, and it was fun, but I want my own person. You know, you might start having thoughts like that. Because I feel like something looks like it's fun initially, and then emotionally you start feeling some type of way. It also could be that, you know, you just like hook up with somebody for the first time and it was fun, but then you start feeling like, was that too soon? Like, are they still interested? Now they're distant, you know, just something like that. Did they use me? Is that all they wanted? You know, it just seems like you're asking like all these questions. Um, okay, somebody is computer or tech savvy and is calling. I feel like this person's in your phone or has some sort of access to some of your personal information, and I feel like they've been calling people you know or your friends trying to find out information on you, or trying to see if they can figure out where you currently live. Somebody might be stalking your friends to get to you. Somebody is coming off emotionally immature. I feel like there is something that you're curious about, but you know, I feel like you're not sure if you're ready to explore whatever this curiosity is. It also could be that somebody is curious about you, but again, I'm still picking up this energy that's like so shy. There's also a possibility that one of your friends has something to say to you, but they're afraid to say it. I don't know if they're worried about being judged, or I don't know. It's something that I feel like they're wanting to share with you. But I feel like whatever it is, you're going to be able to relate to your friend, or you're going to be able to bond with them on something. One last thing about relationships, I'm concerned that somebody might end up involving themselves in some sort of love triangle. Yeah. All right, so let's see what messages there are for deck number number 3. Oh my God, the moon is in everybody's reading. Judgment, 6 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords. I'm sorry, 5 of Swords. Then we have the Knight of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the Tower. Okay, so there may have been some sort of disruptions in your life. Or maybe you have come to certain realizations about your destiny, or like the direction that you're needing to go in. I'm also seeing somebody having like a surge of confidence, because it's like something is like revealed to you. Like maybe something was revealed to you that gave you just like this surge of confidence, and knowing you're like, oh, like I know exactly what I need to do now, or I know exactly what direction I'm going to go in. It's like maybe you have some sort of psychic moment. It also seems like maybe something is happening creatively, like you have some sort of creative breakthrough. And in love, what is this? Okay. And then also in love, I feel like maybe something's going on where there is some sort of extreme chemistry between two people, love at first sight. Maybe there's just some sort of instant connection that you're having with someone. But it seems like it's so intense that it's scary, because you don't know where things are headed. Yeah, something could be going on where suddenly you are emotionally triggered. Maybe you feel like immediately you're losing yourself around this person. You're like, not this again. Like this has happened before. Or maybe they start to remind you of, someone from the past. For some of you, it could be somebody from your past. Maybe you don't want to deal with them, or maybe you do, but you're afraid that something's gonna turn out wrong. Definitely could be a past energy coming into your life. Now, remember, past energy does not necessarily mean your ex. It just means that somebody that you know from the past. You've already connected with this person. You went to school with them. You were their customer. You see this person all the time. They grew up on your block. Anything. You've known this person from the past. It also could be past life energy. But I usually feel like that anyway when you connect with a soulmate. Is usually some sort of past life link. Maybe you guys just played different roles in a previous life. I kind of feel like this is saying it's time to face the music. You also might become very emotional out of the blue. Maybe you're thinking about a song that like dredges up all these past memories. Maybe you get emotional because a love interest reminds you of somebody from the past. You might wake up from a dream that is super emotional. I keep hearing like it's time. So I just kind of feel like it's time for something to happen. I don't know what this is. Maybe you've already kind of been anticipating some sort of energy or situation, but I just feel like something is time. For some of you, this does seem to be about a romantic connection, developing romantic feelings or falling in love, bonding with somebody emotionally. It just seems like there's going to be a lot of emotional highs and lows this week. I kind of feel that after two people become intimate with each other, or at least even if it's just on an emotional level, one person, something's going to happen where they do something that triggers you and you become guarded or defensive and then push them away and then they push you away. And that is something that keeps happening from the past. It's a past lesson. It's just like, oh, remember you always get guarded when somebody does this to you, or when this happens, you're running again. And I kind of feel like this person does the same thing. So usually, moon energy is also about people mirroring each other's emotional wounds. So I kind of feel like that's what's happening. Somebody is being sent into your life to reflect some sort of hidden emotional wounds that you either avoid or try to suppress or weren't aware of existed. They're coming up. And then with this combination, it makes me feel like it's like one of those tests. It's like, remember what happened last time. What did you learn from last time? And how are you going to apply what you learned into this situation? So it's not it's a test, but not a test. It's like, no, remember what you learned. Like, slow down and apply those lessons to this situation. So I kind of feel like that may be what you're having to do. Somebody can be really mean or cutthroat when they become insecure. And I just kind of feel like that's what's happening. Because someone is feeling so insecure, they become just this distant or mean person. Their actions don't really match what they're actually feeling inside. They, instead of just saying, I'm scared, they are being mean to you. Okay, now it seems to like your intuition is kind of screaming at you. If you pay attention to little things, and sometimes I don't even like doing this, but it kind of seems like that might be what's happening. Like if you pay attention to every little thing, like for instance, if I notice every notification and who it's from or what time it came in, and then like a song came on. I don't know if this has ever happened to you. This happens to me a lot. Like when I just want to like just forget about the day or forget about something and I just want to entertain myself and I don't know what I'm going to watch and I'm like, let me find a movie. And what it doesn't matter what movie I pick. I could be like, even if I feel like nope, because every time I do this happens. You know, it's just like no matter what movie I pick, it's like always talking to me or explaining something that was bothering me or that I was thinking about but not trying not to think about. It's like it always pops up in the movie. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And it seems like this could be happening to you. Like, you know, you're trying not to get wrapped up in every little sign or synchronicity. But it starts to happen to the point where you're like, okay, I cannot ignore this. What is it? Like, this must be getting ready to happen, or this is what spirit has got to be saying to me. And like I said, I kept hearing, like, it's time. So I don't know exactly what that is for you. Um, but I just kind of feel like it's getting ready to happen, whatever this thing is. It's just like you're being like the universe or spirit just like really wants your attention. And I feel like something is already taking place in a parallel universe. Like parallel you is already engaged in whatever this is that's going on, and it's like getting ready to play out in this realm. So, or this reality. So yeah. Um you also might be you might have some sort of conversation that inspires you, or you want to document it. See, I feel like something needs your attention, or if you keep trying to avoid your past or avoid whatever this is, it needs your attention, that you're going to be put in a situation where you can't avoid it anymore. It's like now you have to deal with it. Definitely seems like you're being haunted by your past, or you will be. Spiritually, you could be visited by the dead, or maybe they're coming to give you a message. If they do, whatever happens, I feel like it's good news, but I feel like you are afraid or it might be hard for you to digest what this spirit or entity is telling you because it's just scary. You also might find out something in regards to a Scorpio. I feel like somebody is also playing hard to get. It could be you or your love interest. I feel that somebody is maybe indirectly communicating with you, but it's driving you crazy. You also might be having some sort of obsessive thoughts. I feel like you're trying to control yourself or suppress some sort of thoughts or desires that you're having, but they start to overwhelm you or they start to consume you and take over. I feel like something is just, it gets stronger until you indulge in it. Even after you indulge into some sort of guilty pleasure, well, that's what it is. I feel like you're going to feel guilty about it. Something is just like a guilty pleasure. Somebody might claim they can read your mind, and maybe they can. Not, they might not hear exactly, what you're saying, but kind of feels like somebody is able to read your mind. Somebody's trying to keep something under wraps or keep quiet, but it's coming off as rejection. I feel like you guys might just deal with a lot of emotional situations and romantic situations. I feel like people are trying to navigate their emotional feelings. Okay, I'm seeing something about somebody being in a shower and like letting the water just like hit their face, and they're just like, it's some sort of visions or thoughts. I don't know if someone does this intentionally to get visions, or if someone is just like so lost in their thoughts that they're just like, they don't realize how long they've been standing under the water. Somebody's also maybe literally crying, but they might be crying on the inside. Either you could be becoming emotional over a fire sign, or they're becoming emotional over you. I feel like people are also going to be doing money rituals. Some people also might do something on the dark side for money, like sacrificing a bird or an animal. For the most part, though, I really feel like you guys are just dealing with both romantic emotions and just emotions in general. I'm getting the energy too of somebody who is just like depressed, and or feels isolated and alone. Or they like to keep to themselves, or they push people away even though they don't mean to. Maybe they just don't like people seeing them cry, or don't like to become vulnerable. If there is somebody that you make feel very vulnerable, or they feel like you see through them, they might push you away. I also feel that either you or a love interest is like questioning soulmates and if they're real. Somebody also has been having dreams about you or fantasizing about you. But of course, they're hiding that or holding that back. Yeah. I really feel that somebody is pushing you away because you make them feel too open or exposed. They just, it's too much. Yeah, they don't like feeling that exposed. So they become distant or push you away. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.